How's it going, everyone? It's Sam coming at you from my new house. So, pretty excited about this. I don't have anything in the background really yet. This was already there, but I'm excited. I'm excited. This is the first video in the new house, and we're talking about AMC. I think we have to talk about this today because there's so much manipulation going on right now, and it's insane to see what's going on. And whether you've noticed all the articles and FUD that have come out today or not, it's something that we have to look at. Even if you are not interested in AMC at all, I think you still have to pay attention to it because we need to be willing to fight back at some point. Now, I'm not saying to go out and buy AMC. I will tell you what I did today, though, with AMC. But again, we have to go through a lot. Now, if you guys don't mind dropping a like, drop a like for the new house, drop a like for the apes, drop a like for all the little guys that are trying to make money on the sidelines when big money is manipulating you and taking your money away from you. Now, I definitely will get something in the background here. Will be a work in progress here for a little bit. Hopefully it's not too echoey. I'm usually in a big room. Now I'm in a smaller studio room, so hopefully it's okay. If you guys don't mind dropping that like, hitting subscribe if you haven't done that already. There is a link down there to Webull in case you want some free stocks. You can buy pre-market, and that brings me to what I did today. I bought pre-market with AMC. Now, if you do use Webull, make sure to put in $100 to get those free stocks. But I bought pre-market in AMC. I saw all the excitement over the weekend. It was already up several percent, and I thought, okay, this is really good news if it's up pre-market, because a lot of people can't trade pre-market. And I figured if we're already moving that way and the people trying to manipulate the stock can't push it down, my process was that I was thinking, okay, it's going to push up afterwards because there's so much hype after the weekend and after so many people realized what was happening. So I bought a decent number of shares compared to what I had. I over doubled my position. I didn't have a ton of shares before, but I did buy more. Now, what happened over the weekend? Well, we had this come out. So we talked about this over the weekend. I had a video on it. CNBC just admitted naked shorts on AMC. This host here accidentally said the word naked shorts when someone else was explaining this, and a lot of people realized that she just said something that she really shouldn't have said, and you can see her mouth literally drops open for a few seconds when she says it. Those are some interesting words that you shouldn't be saying if you host some kind of CNBC show, because CNBC is very anti-AMC, which we'll get to in a second, because they are trying to manipulate us right now with some of their articles. Now, overall on the day, we saw a 15% move. Now, I realize that some people were a little upset about this because it was up in the 59s at one point, and it seemed like there was a little bit of manipulation because within 1 minute, it fell from 58 down to 55. So about 5 to 6% drop. Now, whether that's new short positions, whether that is manipulation, whether it's a coordinated sell, whatever it was, it dropped very quickly. So we did see that around 2 o'clock Eastern time. Now, one thing that came out on Benzinga is why naked shorting selling is not as prevalent as you think. Now, they say the shorts might get squeezed, but there isn't a lot of naked short selling in practice. This is from Dick. So you can see here, Dennis Dick is one of the co-hosts. He said, many AMC and GameStop traders are misinformed about what GameStop's peak 2021 short interest of around 130% actually means. Now, I'm not saying that he's anti-AMC or GameStop. I think that they were just trying to do a little bit more information, saying basically what happened was not a bunch of naked shorts that got us to 130% short interest. He was trying to say that there's rehypothecation, which means that one person borrows 100 shares and short sells it, and then another person short sells those same shares, which can get you over 100%. Now, this is regulated. Now, according to Tim Quast, founder of Market Structure Edge, that list doesn't show that. He says that there's very little naked shorting. That's not the problem. The problem, or the people who are trying to look for naked shorting, don't understand the way the stock market works. It's not naked short selling, and it's not illegal behavior that is leading to this. So that's kind of interesting. He seems like he's a little bit anti-retail traders and apes there. So overall, I think the co-host was trying to explain a little bit, and then maybe this other guy, I tried to look up what his company was, but it didn't. It was like a trading company to give you trade signals and stuff like that. They say all this nonsense on social media about naked short selling is running rampant. So I think what they're trying to say, and I'm just trying to keep a level head here, is that it's not as prevalent as people might think. But overall, we still have current short interest of 60 million. So just keep that in mind. So whether there's naked shorts or not, there's still a high short interest. Now, if you want to see something really interesting, I saw people talking about this in Reddit. Market manipulation. This is Jim Cramer talking about how he used to manipulate the market with his hedge fund. And anything from paying off news articles to all different kinds of sleazy moves that you can make to try to make money quickly in hedge funds. So it shows there still is manipulation, even if it's not as prevalent as we might think in naked short selling. They did say that, or in this article here, or this video clip, I should say, there was naked shorting that got brought up. So there is some out there, whether it's prevalent or not. Now, overall, CNBC definitely doesn't want the retail traders to win. It seems like they don't want it to seem like retail traders are smarter than Wall Street. You can see that in some of their articles, and they're some of the worst people at it. Benzinga actually gave one of the big AMC YouTubers, they gave him time of day. So they allowed him to say what they were really thinking, and CNBC kind of attacked one of them when he was on their video. So they were trying to really get a price target out of him. So either they could say, wow, this is so crazy, or hey, this is not very bullish at all. So it seemed like they were really trying to push for that and trying to make him look bad. You can see by some of the other articles that they posted just today. AMC Insider, selling picks up as a meme stock rises amid retail wave. A total of 7 AMC insiders have sold a portion of their stake since May 28, when the latest retail-fueled rally began, selling in a wide price range from 27 to 62. 9 insiders have sold this quarter and 3 cashed out in the first quarter. Notably, CEO Adam Aron, who joined the company at the start of 2016, has never sold his AMC shares. So, kind of interesting, right? They say that they sell the shares, and you can see how many shares they sold. A lot of these people, these officers, get paid in shares. And they're talking about 9 selling in the whole quarter? I mean, honestly, I don't blame them. I mean, after this goes up, I'm not sure there's going to be another chance to sell at $50, $60 a share. I mean, if you're looking at it from a perspective of this is where I've worked for 10 years or 20 years, I can understand wanting to cash out some shares. I can. Now, I'm not doing that myself. I bought shares and I'm holding, but I get it. I mean, you can see this officer, it looks like he's the one that sold the most, and he sold about 2.4 million shares. Now, we don't even have their current positions or how much they actually own. They don't put that in here. So it seems like they are trying to paint this in a bad light. I think most people that had a stock that went up, 400%, really not on market fundamentals or a change in the company, would want to sell too, at least trim some of the position. And then they say in the same day, let's see how close this is, 6:47 a.m. and this is 1:24 p.m. So just hours apart. Forget AMC. 2 traders share their own high risk, high reward stock bets. So again, trying to get you out of AMC. Now, in the end, it's totally up to you what you want to do. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, this is great. This is going to be something that goes up to 100 or 200 or 300. I'm not putting a number on it. Just know I am bullish on what's happening. And I think it's more important than just being bullish on the stock. I think this is a movement. I think this is bigger than a couple bucks you can make on the stock. I think this is showing big money that you can't just manipulate us, make us do what you think is right all the time, tell us that we're stupid and that we can only make money if we give money over to you and then give you a cut of it all at the same time. So I'm not going to sit here and say that AMC is going here or there or there. Just know that I think it's multifaceted and not everyone is just doing this for the money. If people were doing this just for the money, they'd probably be buying and selling and trying to make money on the swings because honestly, there is a lot of volatility. I think overall, a lot of people are willing to hold throughout this whole thing, and they've been holding for a long time because they are saying F you to all the hedge funds. Now, of course, this is something that you are risking, right? This is a high risk stock, a high risk scenario right now. So just know that whatever you put in, you could lose a part of it. But overall, I think it is one of those educated bets, right? We think that's going to go up. We have a good chance of it, at least in a lot of people's minds. So they're willing to put some money on the line to do this, and they are willing to prove a point to all the hedge funds that are out there screwing them day in and day out. Now, let me know what you guys think about this down below. Let me know what I should get in the background, because this is pretty depressing. It's just gray. Let me know what you guys think about CNBC trying to screw over the retail trader. Thank you guys for checking out Webull. And if you guys want, there is a link down there to BlockFi to get an interest rate on your cryptocurrency. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.